Hey, what's up guys, Diplex here again, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys have had a good day so far. Today I'm serving you some Syrian Civil War action, and this battle was made using the Blue Dawn Rise of Nationality mod for Men of War Assault Squad 2. Some of you might have seen this video before and you're probably wondering why I took the video down. It turns out the video suffered from some kind of a graphical glitch, so I decided to re-record the entire battle today. It's a new instance though, so the battle will look and feel different of course, so stay around for some good action. For those of you who didn't see the previous video, here's what's gonna happen. We're in the outskirts of Homs sometime during 2016. We're going to refer to the attacker as the Insurgents, but many of you can probably guess which infamous group is behind today's attack. The reason why I choose not to call them by their name is simply YouTube, and we're gonna leave it at that. So, the insurgent force are going to strike this Syrian Arab Army FOB, Forward Operating Base, using a variety of weaponry and tactics, including, but not limited to, rocket artillery, VBIEDs, also known as car bombs, or in this case, a suicide bomber, and finally, a variety of pickup trucks carrying infantry and heavy weapons. The rocket artillery is going to target the ammo dump located in this compound as part of the base. If the strike is on target, we can expect a massive explosion as a result of the ammo stored here being struck. Meanwhile, the VBIED is going to speed across this field, enter the highway, and detonate its payload at the checkpoint. If both strikes are successful, roughly 24 soldiers will perish, increasing the chance of an insurgent victory today. Of course, it's gonna make things easier for the infantry arriving seconds after the initial strikes. This video is going to showcase a variety of tactics used in the war, and hopefully you'll find it cool despite today's theme. So if you do enjoy this and want more, be sure to leave a like and a comment below. This might not be up everyone's alley, so leave a comment with your ideas for other modern combat scenarios. This mod and many other can cover most of them, so once again, big thanks to the developers. Let's get the scenario started. Did you guys think that was the VBIED? I think you were holding your breath. No, that was just a civilian truck passing by, a red lorry. Keeping itself on the right side of this highway, passing the checkpoint without any cause for concern. It's lightly fortified. There's a few road barriers here to keep out any suspicious vehicles, but it's not overly fortified. In fact, I wouldn't really go as far to call this a base, perhaps an outpost at most, but you make do with what you have. Over here on the right side, we have this, well, it's like a vehicle depot. There's a BMP-2 being repaired. By the way, a BMP-1 with a squad is out on patrol. It's on its way back to base currently. There's a fuel tanker here as well for refueling. A Syrian Arab Army fuel truck entered the base perimeter. It's probably on its way to the ammo depot over here, and this is one of the areas I spoke about. This is what the rocket artillery is going to target. All these buildings are actually ammo dumps. There is a lot of ammunition inside them, and we're going to see if the rockets can connect with any of the buildings, causing a big reaction. The other compounds are practically just company headquarters, troop quarters, and whatnot. But yeah, we're going to move to the outskirts of the base, away from the highway, down a lonely road, where a vehicle has driven off-road and parked itself. It's a pickup truck, common in these times and areas, but it's no regular pickup truck. This one is carrying ammunition, perhaps even radio equipment, because this is the Insurgent command truck. We have a Type 63 artillery piece being brought up. This is rocket artillery, carries 12 rockets, all loaded and ready to go. It's going to fire 2 salvos of 6 rockets each, and this is going to be stage 1 of the attack. It's being brought up to position here. More vehicles can be heard if we take a look to the left. One out of many pickup trucks to come enters the battlefield. The first one in the convoy is one with a 50 caliber mounted machine gun. It's going to take a left down this road, heading towards the highway, and of course, the Syrian Arab Army FOB. The first 6 rockets have been fired. We can see a whole convoy of pickup trucks carrying insurgent infantry. We're going to pause, move back to the FOB. We're going to spot that VBIED crossing the field here on the right side. we're going to get a nice angle of the entire base because the attack is going to happen in just a few seconds and we don't want to miss anything. Do keep an eye on the compound here in the top right and the checkpoint down here in the bottom left. It's going to be explosive, and I mean, quite literally, that was a non-intended pun. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and see if the two initial strikes connect with the targets, being the checkpoint and the ammo depot. Both strikes are going to be followed by stage 3, which is that massive convoy of pickup trucks. Guys, it's about to get pretty brutal. Here we go. Oh, rockets falling massively short. But VBIED connected nicely with the checkpoint. 50 caliber truck performing a drive-by. That was pretty cool. And here comes the convoy of infantry mounted pickup trucks. That, my friends, is pretty goddamn awesome. 3 pickup trucks drove past the entrance. They're breaching the vehicle depot right now as we speak. And 3 stopped a little bit short to dismount in a slightly safer spot, although many have been shot dead out here on the highway. The 50 caliber truck exited the highway, came around, and is now out of ammunition. T-62 enters the fray, and this one is unfortunately for the Syrian Arab Army in the hands of the insurgents. Tanks are commonly spotted in rebel hands during the Syrian civil war, and this is a T-62M to be exact. It's going to position itself out here on the left side of the base area. Over here, further away from the base, near a side road to the highway, comes a BMP-1, and this is the BMP-1 I mentioned earlier during the beginning of this scenario. It carries an infantry squad and weaponry, which will be sufficient to bring down this T-62, unless... Oh! That was not expected. A Syrian Arab Army squad leader threw an AT grenade that actually knocked out the tank. I've never seen that happen during any of my testings, and trust me, I've had many days to test this scenario. Second rocket strike landing. Oh, that one was nicely corrected, but it did not connect with any of the ammunition inside the buildings. What terrible luck for the insurgents. It looks like more technicals have joined the fray. We've got some more infantry crossing the field. How is that attack on the vehicle depot going right now? Oh my god, we just caught that explosion. Some insurgents have tried breaching, but they've been shot dead doing so. This is turning out to be some pretty... Oh! Fuel barrel struck. That's going to kill a few Syrian troops defending. This is really awesome. So, the squad was successfully unloaded before the BMP-1 was struck and destroyed. They're going to target those SPG techies now. Gunner dead. Are they going to get the driver as well? They're engaging. Yes, he shot dead. One SPG techie has been neutralized. It got a little too close to the small arms over here. So these guys are going to try and approach the base to help out their comrades inside, who are still kind of holding the perimeter. This troop compound is still in Syrian hands, taking SPG fire. Vehicle depots also still in government control. But the insurgents are storming in now through the many breaches caused by the first stage of the attack. But it's still being held back by the Syrian troops, who are putting up fierce resistance inside the vehicle depot. I can hear more technicals entering the battlefield. Another 3 are storming towards the base. They've entered the highway. They're exiting. And they're heading straight for the center of the base. In between all 4 compounds. And they're unloading. Pretty successful dismount. Just a few casualties were taken. They're being shot at by the flanking Syrian infantry. The command compound has been emptied. The fuel and ammo depot has been abandoned since long ago. In fact, one of the trucks actually left. There was a 3rd truck here. So that one left. It fled with, I suppose, anyone who could jump on. And even if the 2nd rocket strike would have hit any of the ammunition, it wouldn't have led to any casualties, as all the soldiers posted there had moved. That's a lot of insurgents chasing those remaining few Syrian troops away from the base. The battle is pretty much over, and all that remains now is to have a look at the aftermath. We're going to go ahead and mark the Syrian Arab Army casualties in yellow. We're going to see the insurgents marked in red, and once you get the silhouettes going, you can tell exactly how devastating this battle has been for both sides. When you remove the silhouettes, it's almost hard to spot some of the bodies. They almost look like bushes or tall grass, but this here gives you a clear idea of how devastating this fight has been. Lots of dead people here in the vehicle depot after the breach and the close quarter fighting. Not so many died towards the middle and end of the fight. A lot were killed here in the troop quarters. We're not really sure who's responsible for all of these casualties. Could have been any of the vehicles, even small arms, but out here on the highway we see a lot of dead insurgents as well. The attacks were devastating for the insurgents. Dismounting like this in a very aggressive tactic is going to come with consequences, and in this case it meant a lot of dead people. You could see them as kind of the breaching force, the forlorn hope, as it's commonly known as, and few survive the first wave. And here's good evidence of such. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon again. Ciao.